and I think that's unprecedented for a video game.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if I did, I'd definitely be more excited for Uncharted 3.
I lost you there for a second, but I'm just assuming you said you don't have a PS3, so you're not really that hyped.
No, dude. I said if I.
It's funny, you're getting cut off at the same times. Like, you literally, your mic is cutting you off when you're about to say the same thing that it cut you off during last time.
Alright, so Uncharted 3, I am more excited about than Skyrim, even though I don't have a PS3.
Fair enough. Well, Skyrim is an RPG player's RPG. I'll put it this way.
Yeah, I like RPGs. The thing with Oblivion is that, you know, like, I don't know. To me, I couldn't play it for too long.
I never finished Oblivion. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the countryside, like, it wasn't as diverse as I expected. Like, it was like they copy pasted the same code and design over and over to make a big map, and like, there were a lot of bugs and problems with it that kind of irked me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if I'm gonna dedicate time to a game, like, it better be spot on flawless. Like, the world better be immersive to the point where I'm just gonna, every time I turn on the system and put the game in, like, I'm close to just like coming all over my couch. Like,
Yeah, like, and like, I don't know. I feel like the problem more with me is that when I have like all these choices, man, I can't just stick with it. What I ended up doing with Merlin is like, after an hour, make a new character, and I did that so many times that I ended up getting like nowhere in the game.
well, that's kind of how I played Oblivion too. Like, I was just like, I'll start with this character, then I'll go back this, and I go back this, and like, I kind of like the choice, but the thing with me is it's just like, I'll probably get it, and I'll probably put in like 60 to 80 hours into my first character. But the thing with me is it's like, I will not go back, I don't see myself going back to it. Because if I put 60 to 80 hours in my first character, and the story essentially won't change, like, because that's how Oblivion worked. Like, you kind of did make a few choices, but at the same time, like, it all boiled down to the same storyline progression.
Yeah.
I won't be as motivated to like pick a different character and be like, oh, let's see how I can approach this combat side where, nothing else will change. Whereas a game like Mass Effect is just like, I have about 6 saves in that game because I'm just like, there's so many little choices and so many little combinations that I'm just like, I want to have this file for Mass Effect 3 to see how it all ends. If I do.
Yeah.
If I do.
I have.
Like,
Yeah.
just think about it from Mass Effect 3, like from Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3. Like, what if your Shepard died? What if your different teammates died? Which of your teammates died? Who died? How many people come back? Like, there is an infinite amount of combinations that you can take away from that game and still have a different playthrough. That's like, and that's for my mind, like on the new consoles, to me, Mass Effect is the best RPG. Even though they're streamlining like some of the RPG elements. Like, I know Skyrim is gonna be great. I know, like, it's gonna be really, really good. But at the same time, I'm not, I won't wait in line 2 days before it comes out. Like, I won't bring a tent and like camp out and fry street rats on a like skewer.
Yeah.
To like get in the mood for Skyrim. Like, I'll get it. I'll stop by the store if there's still a copy. I'll grab it. If they don't, I'll wait for next week.
Yeah.
Like, whereas something like Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, I'll be there like bright and early. Just knocking on store windows, threatening them to do shit. But, I think we pretty much got every game that's coming out. Like, the only one that we didn't really mention was, Old Republic, but that's PC only, and that's an MMORPG, and that's a whole totally different discussion on its own.
Yeah.
We did say BioWare is known for their quality, so that should just tell you something about that game. And
Yeah.
I really don't want to talk about Arkham City anymore. Like, I want to, but I kind of want to save it for when it's out. I want to play it. I want to give it, and then I want to kind of compare how I felt about it, how you or other people felt about it, and kind of get back with it. So yeah, Thanks for everybody for listening. I was actually hoping this was gonna go for like half an hour, but we pushed it into a solid 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that I talk a lot, and you did get cut out like 55 times.
Yeah, my bad.
Although to be fair, it might just be my mic, the headphones on my mic, so it could be like, I don't know until I listen to it, it could be like, you're good, but I keep telling you to repeat this shit, and I end up looking like the asshole.
Nah, I mean,
Cause like I can feel your like when you cut out, I can hear somebody whispering in my ear, like this dark presence in my ear, just but I can't tell what they're saying, so I'm just like I don't know how the recorder program I use has recognized that.
yeah.
But that was a lot of good discussions that we got going. I'm actually really happy that I got somebody to join on the first go, because I did do a similar thing on my own in the past, and like doing it on your own for like an hour, you felt so pretentious. You're just like, oh fuck, why won't I stop talking?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd love to have you back in any capacity as we keep going. If nobody else wants to jump on next week, I'll definitely bring you on next week.
Alright, man.
And maybe we'll do video and like we'll do a little dance or some shit for people. But, so far, yeah. Everybody who listening to this, check us out. Check some of my articles out on joyblind.com. We have that's an independent gaming website. We have a lot of good writers there. We have a lot of good insight to stay on top of games. Check out. I have to do a shameless plug for Mortal Monday if you're a fighting game fan. Because I am part of that as well. So check those guys out on YouTube. They're doing a lot of good things for fighting games as well. And thank you all for listening. Hopefully next week or the week after, depending on my time frame, we'll bring you an even more entertaining show. And I will throw up an email if people have questions, suggestions, requests, or just pretty much want to call me a bitch. Continue. Just remember that last one will not be appreciated, and you will be killed in the near future if I do find out who you are. And thanks again to Andrew, aka Citizen Snips, for joining me on this and being kind of a fish out of water, not talking about fighting games for 50 minutes, which is
good, man.
which is what we're used to doing. So, if you're taking anything away from this, is fuck multiplayer in Mass Effect 3. That's our collective stance right now. Thank you for listening, and see you guys at a future time.